Well, I think that's as good a time as any to actually start the stream going. Let's get right into it. Alright, as you can see, I am back on my little test map here, where I have a kind of like a puzzle wall kind of a thing over here. I was messing with trains with these two things, and I was also checking like how this feels to move an entire structure so that it appears as though water is rising through it. Just playing with things, getting all kinds of testing out of the way, and just seeing how it works. So I'm going to be doing some more of that, and today I'm going to be testing more, I'm going to say complicated, but I definitely mean like more interesting doors, design-wise. So let me just start basically sketching, and we'll see what we come up with. I'm gonna just drag out a big old thing here. And I think I'm gonna actually bring the size down, because I really only want the door to be this big, and it should only be roughly this tall, actually. So this is as though I'm looking at it with this being the floor and then up here being the top of the door. That's just because it's easier to drag out a thing horizontally, and then I'm going to work on it, and we'll be able to turn it pretty easily, turn it upright. But for the moment... so I am roughly modeling this after a Forerunner door, because, you know, of course I am. Of course I am. Seems like almost everything I do is playing homage to Halo in one way or another, right? Nope, that's not what I want. I wanted that. And we're going to cut just the center part, actually, right here. Now, I want to do some kind of weirdness to this, but I'm gonna make some more cuts first. Oop. I'm not sure if this was actually the right thing to do. Do it this way instead, and just keep them. Because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to end up completely removing. Let's see. Face mode, and I should be able to select all of these and move them up. Yeah, just about there. Boy, why can't I really want to just, like, extrude that. Well, whatever, I can just make new polygons. Sorry, that's probably not the right term to call them polygons, but it's gonna work. Gosh dang it. I actually really like this shape that's in here. I might end up keeping that, actually. Now, I really want to move that down some, though. So, you know what? I am beginning to think it might actually be easier if I do this vertically. So let me drag this out here, and that's not what I meant to do. So select all of it, Alt, and then we turn. And now it's weirdly sideways. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to do with it. Okay, so now I wanted to make some, well, editorial changes to this. Let's call them editorial, shall we? Oh, what? Oh no, I did that wrong. You know what? I'm gonna do it like this. Slip those and move them down a little bit. Okay. Got a pretty good face there. Now, the outside of this door is going to have a kind of a weird shape as well. And you know what? I'm actually going to delete this whole side. Because we can just clip this and then mirror it. We want to make a cut here and here. I'm actually going to move over and just focus on the side itself. Alright. Move that up there, and now we want to make a couple cuts into this guy. We're going to make one here. And select both of these, actually. Down a bit. Like, let's see. 4. Like thereabouts, and we're gonna cut across both of these. We don't want either of those. Now we're going to grab all of these. We're going to make another cut. But probably should go to there. I need to like get the proportions right. Something about it is feeling weird at the moment. I don't really care that much about how it looks, but like I do want it to look good, you know? I mean, I don't want it to look awful. No one wants that. Now, what if I join all of these? That is exactly what I don't want. That's real disappointing. It'd be nice if I was able to make that a little bit cleaner. I mean, I can join these. That helps a little bit. Okay. So I want to take this and cut it down the middle now. And actually gonna delete all of that. Grab all of this. Well, actually, no, I want to add a little bit more detail to this thing. So the Forerunners really enjoyed little embellishments to their structures. And I'm not doing any texture work on this because that sounds like a right proper mess, but I can do little geometric flourishes. At least to play around with it, if nothing more. This is probably not the most efficient way to be doing this, actually. What if I joined? That's not what I was thinking of. You know what I'm trying to do? I want to join that face and this face. Oh, but just this part of the face. See? And therein lies our trouble. That joined. Oop. Boy. There we are. I don't really like the proportions on that, but it'll do. Now, I want like a nice big window in here, I think, as well. That this door looks very skeletal, but also very clearly is quite blocked off from the player. So let's go ahead and start cutting into this as well. I'm gonna go with like kind of a thickness of 2, I think, on the insides here, as well as on the bottom. We aren't gonna make any cuts past there. And for this, you know what? I think we're gonna make this a little bit thick, actually, right down here. I'm gonna grab both of these. We're gonna put a cut like this. We're gonna keep this 45-degree angle, kind of mirror this 45 pattern for most of it, except for this arch, which is at whatever half of 45 is. I forget the math. 22.5? That sounds right. I don't know if it is, but it sounds right. Okay, so we're gonna keep 2 on this as well. Right there. Well, right there for down here anyway. I might actually come up into this. That'd be neat. Gonna come back in. Let's see what that ends up looking like. We'll cut it like that. And what's this thickness? So 4 vertical. 1, 3, 4. Damn, that'd be a nice sizable window. Okay. Oh, I didn't actually make that cut, did I? Damn it. Or... is that really the same height, though? No, because this is 45, so it's not the same thickness like there. Okay. It should be like 1.5, though. Okay, yeah, like more like that. Oh, but this isn't going to be enough to come, like, out. Plus, I made this thinner, too. What if I move these both up? You come to, like, here, maybe. Might be a little strange. We'll mess with it. We'll mess with it. And actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright, now here... I'm gonna cut like this, I think. Then... this we're gonna chop as well. We're gonna keep that thickness of 2 down here. And here, come like that, 45-degree angles. Boom. Okay, now, cut out the part that's actually a window, which is... I want that. No, I'm thinking that. Yeah. Right, delete, and I have some editing to do. Okay, that looks pretty, like, neat and skeletal. Not really a fan of this point, though. It feels, like, too harsh for the rest of this shape. So I think I'm just gonna kind of square it at the top. That looks right. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Now I feel like this is way too thick, so I'm going to add some more detailing in here. Up. Alright, I like it. Now I want to try to limit how many polygons are being rendered here, so give me just a moment. We're going to clean this up. And I want to join all of these. That can stay. Oh, that's pretty good. I don't think there's a good way to deal with these. Oh, no, there is. Join that. Then for these, I'm gonna cut there. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, nope, not that one. Join. Then... this might actually be the best way of doing these two. And let me see here. Join like that. I can leave these two be. Or these two I should join. That seems actually pretty cleaned up. Duplicate, rotate, move it in place. That's not like set back, is it? No. Good. It's not half bad. And I don't want it to be quite that thick. Because... now this is going to have to fit in a door. A doorway, I guess, is more accurate. So, let's make said doorway. And it should pretty much match the, this shape. So... that down. You know what? I'm just gonna start cutting this. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Alright, now, how... Ooh, that fits really nice. Can I clean this up in any way, though? Yes? Yes, I can. I think these two are fine. This down here is a little bit of a mess of these three separate pieces. So I'm going to... Oh. That's probably the best I'm gonna get for that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Oop. Now drag that out a little bit. Pretty fun. And if we need something over top of it, obviously we can just move that right up. And I'd probably, in texturing, put like some more kind of graphical details into here. Because as it is, this whole top actually feels pretty barren. I mean, I can like move these up really easily. I am gonna do that, actually. I want that face. I want all of these faces. We're gonna just... Oh, we don't want it that high. Where does this continue to? Boop, boop. That continues to that point. And it makes a compelling argument for itself. Look at that. Nice. I think I'm going to keep this relatively low. I'm going to keep that... Yeah, I'm going to put that about there. That was pretty good. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, that looks nice. Oh, I like it. Okay. Now, how big should this be going off to the side, though? That's my current question. I want to select this side of the door. And you know what? I'm going to group it temporarily. But I can just grab the whole thing and move it on over. Now, I want this to come out, lock in, kind of like... Ooh, does that work? How big is that, actually? So go to grid 16. That is not particularly large. So it's 4, 8, 16, 42. Oh no, 32. Then 32 minus 8. Oh god, I'm bad at math. So that's 24 right there. It's moving back 24, which gives us a total width of 48. And our dude is... Oh god, what's the diagonal size? I know I have it written somewhere. Is 45. We'd be able to fit through this door diagonally, but it would be kind of close. I'd probably move that more like there. So that's 24, then 36, or 32 rather. That gives us a 64 opening. That's plenty of room. Wait a minute. No, that's 10. That's 40. That's 80 wide. Oh god, I'm bad at this. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. That's 36. Gives us 60, 72. Okay, that'll work. We'll open it up to that. Now the reason I'm checking, I want this, cover it. I can just use this whole thing as a unit. Oh, I know what's up. Alright, right up to there. That's where we'll throw that. Now we're gonna clean this up a little bit. Further reduce our poly count. Because that's important in this game, right? I don't know if it, like, actually matters that much, but I don't know, it makes me feel good. So we're gonna stick with it. You know what? It might make more sense. Have it retract to there. Boy, what happened? What in the hell happened here? That was super weird. Okay. Didn't happen on this side, just on this side. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna then take all of this. Alright, and that should do it for us. Good, 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 good. There, slide that join. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Duplicate, spin. And we have it. So that is our crazy door. I like it. Control-Shift-G to ungroup, and now we're going to create brush entity func door, and that's going to have an angle of 270. We also need spawn flags. You know what? We're not going to do anything. At least not for this round. Create brush entity func door. This is going to have, what does that mean? 90? 90. Angle of 90. Now, these pieces right in the middle are going to be their own door. Func door with an angle of -1. This is a 3-piece door. These two sides should move out, and then this will go up. Should be kind of neat. It's my hope anyway. Now I need to deal with lip. How high do I want this to go? I think like that, probably. So that's a lip of 8. Oh, it's already at a lip of 8. Nice. And this. Oh no. Now this side, where do I want this to go? Right here would be a lip of 0. Why, hello! I actually have someone talking to me on the Discord, asking questions about how I have my thing set up. How do I get my 2D workspace to look like that? So I don't, actually. That is not my 2D workspace on the left side of the screen. That is part of my stream overlay. So I can turn it off, and things are going to get real ugly real fast when I do this. Right here. Boom. That's just an image that I have overlaid on the stream. So that would be 0, 4, 8. Let's just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 times 4. Let's see. 7 times 4 equals 12. That's going to be a lip of 28. Oh, not 28 period, just normal 28. Going to move that right back into place. Now this door we're also going to give a lip of 28. Right. Now we're just going to grab all of this, kind of brush over it. I think I have all the pieces. Now, move that right in here. I'm just kind of slapping it into a position. I'm not really using it for anything right now, but that will do just fine. I'm gonna select this outside part, and we're gonna just give it some really quick textures. Not too worried about the details at the moment. I'm gonna make this that texture, and then everything here, the actual door itself, I think we're going to make metal so it stands out, has some decent little contrast. Again, totally not final textures. This isn't even going to become a map at any point, but that should serve our purposes fairly well. Nice. I like it. Alright, so I'm going to save. Let's go compile. Discord. And oh gosh, how do you do anything? Rolls. viewer. Alright, press any key to continue. Now we're in. Oh, that's pretty slick. Now, why does it take so much longer for the top one to come in, though? Oh, it's moving more, isn't it? Obviously, this door would be, like, enormously helped with some texturing, but... Okay, so I'd have to do some math on that to get that to work right. Huh, okay. So obviously texturing would help enormously because you'd be able to see this edge in here. It would work a lot better. This is a very, very, very janky texture to be using for this door, honestly. I think I'll try to improve it a little bit. Something just, like, flatter will probably do it. Where's, like, a nice flat metal texture? Oh, there necessarily is one. Copper, that'll work. We'll go with copper 1, it's a little brighter. Okay. Lighting would help. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that would help with this, in all honesty. Now, what do we want to do? What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. So this has to move... Oh gosh, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, no. Was it only 7? Shoot. What's the lip on this again? Lip is 28. So that is... How many is 28? Gosh dang it, I'm real bad at this. 28 divided by 4 equals 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a total of... You know what? I'm gonna use my ability to, like, sketch in the world. Okay, so that is 36 units with a lip of... $28. There, that's my lip. So I have a lip of 28, it's moving 36. And what is its current speed? Its current speed is 100 units per second. So if I wanted this to open in half a second, it would have to move 36 units, which is... let's see. You know what? I'm just going to do it on my calculator because I have one. 36 times 2 equals 72, so I'm going to lower the speed of both of these down to 72 units per second. So that I have a nice, like, known open time. Where's speed? Speed, 72. Okay. Now this guy is moving out to a lip of 8, which is 2 of these little units. Let me go ahead and mark that. So it's going to have a lip of 8, and that means it has to move... Come on, let me pick the bottom here. Is that in line with the bottom? Yes. Alright, so that means it has to move 84 units in half a second, which is... (84 times 2 equals 168. Speed 168. Boom! Okay, nice. Also, I did see your message over there. How's it going? Oh, I totally forgot that you can double-click to select all things. Alright, correct me if I'm wrong on this pronunciation. Hemibond. How's it going? Welcome to the stream, and yes, this is a door. I'm testing out a more advanced door. Do you want to call it geometry? Let's call it geometry. You're gonna start keeping a calculator on you when you map? That is not at all a good, or not at all a bad call. I discovered this back when I used to do a little bit of modeling in Second Life. I discovered that I really work by numbers a lot. Your mileage may vary, but I definitely find the calculator on my phone an invaluable mapping tool, to say the least. We're gonna save and recompile, and now we're going to see if all of these door segments are in sync with each other. They should be, for all intents and purposes. Let's find out. Okay. Oh, look at that! That's so good. This would be hugely helped by a, couldn't see it properly? Yeah, so this would be, like, enormously benefited by a texture for it. And that probably would have made it a lot easier to model as well. Let me go ahead and do this. Face, I'm looking for a really tiny texture, so I'm just going to type it in. Black. There we go. Now we have some nice contrast on it. And I'm not liking this texture, it turns out. I really thought that this texture was going to be better for testing, but it really is not. It's actually too similar to the stone, is the issue I'm running into. I mean, I guess we can keep it. Maybe I should change the color of this. Like, there. It'll work. Alright, save and recompile. It should be a lot easier to see now. Yeah, you should be able to fit through that with, like, little to no difficulty. Although I think I am going to decrease the lip by another 4 so that that isn't there. Yeah, so that is... And this, a lip of 24... which I just realized is totally going to mess with the speed of these now. Okay, so now it has to move to... Eight times 5. That's 40, so it needs to move in 80. These both need a speed of 80 now. And this one's speed is unchanged, because I didn't change the lip on it. So 80. Save. File. That car is such a troll. Yeah, that looks a little bit cleaner. It's a little bit wider. Nice, I like it. And obviously there should be a texture in here where, like, it's black or something in there. Or if I really wanted to be fancy, I would, like, actually hollow that out inside of it. Oh yeah, so I have this now. what is Necros's compile GUI? So that is this thing, actually, that's up over the screen right now. This is just a graphical user interface so that I can just hit compile, which is... Oh, that's right. It's in file compile, or just Control-C. And then it runs all of the little tool command line enters, and boom. I prefer it over Trench Broom. I do because of the additional control. So in Trench Broom, you can compile. God, where is that even? Run compile. And, oh god, there's a lot of crap in here. Oh, what is all of this? Yeah, no, I'm just gonna move on. The editor itself is Trench Broom that I'm using, so nothing has really changed there. But I'm just using the compile GUI so we can use Eric W's tools, which are pretty solid. Yes, Necro's GUI is indeed Windows only. It's probably possible though, if you're on Mac, if you're on Linux, that's entirely on you to follow up on how to get that to happen. But if you are on Mac, you should probably be able to make the equivalent of a batch file, and presumably you can do that on Linux too. Possibly through Wine? I honestly don't know. No, but you should be able to make the equivalent of a batch file on Mac OS to run the terminal commands, though I honestly am not sure. I don't remember what those files are called. I know I've made one before. I'm drawing a total blank. Use Eric W's tools from Trench Broom. I just haven't really messed with it, and I don't mind having another window. It doesn't bother me. Yes, you can't see who else is talking because they don't have a Twitch account. They're actually in my Discord right now. But they can see what you're saying, if that counts for anything. Alright. Man, I kind of want to make a texture for this thing, but I also don't actually want to put that much time into it right now. So we're going to move on before I do. We're going to move on before I end up doing that. Making that not actually a mistake. I am, however, going to really quickly grab all of this and group it into door frame. Yes, they were asking about, they were asking about the GUI compiler that I use. But similar thing, that's where the questions came from. There, because that was going to bother me. And that's interesting. And it's Alt. Click. There we go. Let me see here. Oh, jeez. I don't know what I'm going to do with this door in this map, if I do anything with it. Again, this is just a testing map, so I don't really care, per se. It really looked like it's... Is this like... Oh, because there's this gap built into it. That's right. God, I did that. Alright, so I'm just going to leave that there. It'll work. I feel like there was something else I wanted to test. I know that the door... That, like, fancy door was the big thing. I do want to mess with, like, cool sci-fi doors. But I think that they won't actually be that complicated. They'll basically just be a whole bunch of doors that I like slap together and then have a trigger for them, more or less. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna move my spawn to here because I've moved past the car thing at this point, so. You know what? I am gonna make another door. Because cool sci-fi doors are kind of my thing. I mean, I guess they aren't actually my thing. I don't have a thing for mapping. Yet. I don't have a thing I'm known for mapping, I should say. But cool sci-fi doors are definitely an interest of mine. Sci-fi just has the best doors. Nope. And I will fight anyone who says otherwise. Sci-fi has the best doors, just hands down. They do. Prove me wrong. That's one. It'll be two, one, like 4 polygons. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna hang on to that, actually. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Zoop. Hold on. Control D, there it is. Now move that right over there. And... whoop. Again, this is all like super not final in any way. I'm gonna sync this in by... oh, let's go all the way down to 4. Let's do it again. Actually, no. You know what? Because I want this one to have a very different look. I want this to be nice and beefy. So, do. Duplicate, doop, duplicate, and how do I... oh, right, the rotate tool will probably suffice. And that'll work just fine. Join. I mean, it's actually not that great of a circle, I'm not gonna lie. It's not that great of a, Sci-fi has over-engineered doors. Well, I mean, that might be true, but they're also awesome. Add vertices to grid. Oh, it looks even worse. Edge mode. I'm still, like, learning the right ways of doing all of this stuff. So, do me if you gotta, I guess. You know, I think that works. And I want to place that right in the middle of here. Let me see if I can even find the middle of this thing now. I think that's about in the middle. That was a quick way to make a circle. It worked. It worked. That's a trick that I found on a dump truck video. He has a much better way of doing it with, like, diamond shapes so that you don't get the weird double points. But yeah, that ended up working alright, at least for a nice quick test. That did fine. Alright, now... Ah! Cut along that plane right there. Duplicate, flip, and rotate. Is that in the same... Yeah, it is. Okay. That. Duplicate. Spin, and... Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yep, that's lined up. Nice. You need to pay closer attention to Trench Broom's vids. Always leave with a very basic understanding. I think it was in one of his, like, brush tips and tricks videos, I want to say. It wasn't in one of his, like, more fleshed out videos. There was a much smarter way of doing this, and I didn't do it because I'm dumb. But hey. Live and learn, I guess. Actually, you know what? I don't even like how this came out. I want to do something a little bit fancier. Because this is all about testing right now. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Well, this is 3x3. Like the cross section of it is 3x3, so I am actually going to stick with that. And I'm just going to clip it. There. 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 Oh, it didn't clip on this side. There it is. Now, the idea here, probably fairly obvious. But basically, this is supposed to look like those giant metal rods. Go through, like, sci-fi doors. And you know what? Actually, this whole, like, the whole way that I was doing this was kind of dumb. Because I want it to protrude into this circle that it looks like it's locking. So when it animates, all four of these will kind of pull out of the center. And then this join that. That's not at all what I wanted. I don't actually know what that did. What does Command K do? Oop, not save. Now save. What does Command K do? Toss that there. Now... So, okay, let's turn all of this into doors. Oh man, this is gonna be like a fun little scripting disaster, isn't it? So I want all four of these to retract one by one like, kind of staggered, like, do, and then they'll all hit. They'll all hit before the first one finishes. Once they stop, I will then do, what is it? I'll then move this up and this down until they're sunk into the floor, and then move both of these out of the way. Again, this is something that texturing would be hugely beneficial with, but we're not dealing with texturing right now. Because with the texture, we'd be able to make this just look a hell of a lot better. The long and short of it, basically. So let's go texture things just so that we can see it a little bit easier. And again, we're just throwing textures onto this at the moment. I will, however, texture it so that there's a little split in the middle. That helps, right? And now these I will have be used textures, just like rusty metal. Okay, that'll work. Now this, we're gonna start. So this is gonna be going at angle 270. The funk door with entity. Funk door, angle 270. This is going to be going 90. That, create brush entity, funk door, angle 90. Brush entity, funk, not funk detail, funk door, angle 90. Okay, now this is moving, so it's 84 in the Y direction. It's 84 length. And it currently has a lip of 8, which is 2 of these. That is totally fine. That means it's going 80 minus 4, 6, 76. 76. Let's set all of these to go at 76 speed, so it will take 1 second for each of these to retract. Now, these funk door with an angle of -1 is up, and this will be -2 for down once we get there. But this guy is 72 tall, and we want it to have a lip of, we're going to go with a lip of 4 on both of these, actually. Because that's what we're going to do. Oh, that! Because then it'll only be sticking up 4 little units, and the player will pass over that really easily. Okay, so this is going up 72. Do I want this to also take 1 second? Because that'll be 68. Let's make that a speed of 68. And this should be the same. It is! Yay! Funk door, angle -2 for down with a speed of 68 for 1 second pullback. For 1 second open time. Because this is a big important sci-fi door, my friends. Yeah. Yeah. But big important sci-fi doors need to take a while to open. Makes them cool and imposing. Okay. So we're going to call this one. We're going to give these all target names. So this is going to be bar 1. bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, and then door top, door bottom. Now this, I also need to create a door going at 270. Angle 270, that is. I think I'm gonna make this take like 2 seconds to open. It has a lip of, so these have a lip of, how much is it again? These have a lip of 8, so it's 2 of these units. This should probably have at least a lip of 16. Which means that's 96 minus 16, so 80. Let's give it a speed of 40. It'll be a 2 seconds to full open. You'll be able to get through a lot sooner than that, but I think that'll be nice and dramatic. Punk door. Speed was 80. Wait, was speed 80 or 40? Speed is 40. With a lip of 16 and a angle of 90. Okay. Now I don't want all of this to go at once, which if I walk up to it right now, I'm pretty sure would be the case. Actually, screw it. I want to see it. Oh, geez, the whole thing is totally screwy. Probably because they're all linked. So, time to set some spawn flags. Don't link. Don't link that. Don't link that, or any of these. Okay. Save, and let's try compiling again. Oh, because they all have target names they won't open. That's fine, that's fine. Whatever, that was a stupid test anyway. But they're all rendering now, so we got that out of the way at least. Jeez. Okay, so... Ooh, we should have like a whole bunch of different sounds on this. What do we have? Machine? Yeah, let's go with machine on... Well, no, let's go with machine on these guys. I don't actually know. Machine sounds like... But it seems to me that this would definitely be machine kind of a thing. Oh, what's missing? Lip. I still have a default lip on this one. Lip 4. Boom. Alright. That is a sound of 2. The sound of 2. This is a sound of 2, and... Wait, that's right, I wasn't going with 2. This should probably be... Ooh, screechy metal? I know how awful that's gonna be, but we're gonna give it a shot. 4 sounds. 4. And then I think this was like... What were the other sounds? Stone chain and just stone. Let's go with stone. Even though that doesn't really make sense, but let's go with it. Sound 1. Cool. And I'm really just messing with stuff, so not too. I don't really care too much. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I'm really dumb. This should be door. These should both be called door front. because I want both of these to go at the same time. As well as these. This is target name, door back. Target name, door back. I probably want to actually set some more spawn flags. I want all of these to be toggle, because big sci-fi doors never close. They only open and unleash the horrors within. Everyone knows that. You can only close a big sci-fi door once. Once it's open, you're all fucked. I do kind of like the look of this. Like, that's not half bad. That definitely looks like a big fuck-all sci-fi door. You know, it would probably make more sense as a locking mechanism to have just these parts travel along these as though they're tracks, and then have it split out. But not dealing with it right now. Deal with that in a bit. We might deal with that in a bit. That would be version 2 of when I actually put this into a level, if I end up doing that. Anyway, oh, what am I looking for here? Okay, so now I need to start having logic in here. So I'm going to create point entity, and this is going to be... oh god, what are they called? Trigger relay. I'm going to have a whole bunch of trigger relays. And I'm just going to like line them up on the top of the door. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I also want to trigger volume. I'm going to put that right here. Create brush entity, trigger. I'm just going to do it a trigger once. And used, oh, nope, not used entities. There's the trigger. Okay, so this is going to hit, this is bar 1, right? Bar 1. Target, bar 1. Which is also going to be the name of this trigger relay. So this trigger links to both. Okay. Now this guy has a target, bar 2, and a delay 0.5, which is somewhat strategic. This one, named bar 2, targets bar 3. This one is named bar 3, targets bar 4. Okay. So, player steps here, this opens, this gets triggered, which sets this off after half a second, which then sets door 3 or bar 3, and then bar 4. It takes 2 seconds from this one's completion for it to open. So, I'm going to give this a delay 2. Name bar 4. Target is door front, which takes how long to open? Speed is 68. Takes 1 second to open both of those. That doesn't sound right at all. So that's going to become... I'm not adding that shit. 68 times 2 equals 136. Wait. I meant 34. I meant to make these 34 so that they're also 2 seconds. Okay.
I thought you said I was beautiful.
You are beautiful.
I'm trying to like logic this out in my head. That's why I've gone kind of quiet.
Everything's okay.
Okay, so these all hit each other. After 2 seconds, these go, which matches up with this being finished. Then both of these go, and in another 2 seconds, so let's get another one of these up here. And this one's name is door front. Also has 2 seconds, and then it triggers door back. Okay. Save. Let's find out if this works. Oh, whoops. Because I'm too close to the button. Let me move this button then. I'll just get it out of our way. Alright. Save. Compile. And here we go. That's not half bad. That's not half bad at all. Oh, man. That is kind of the best shit. Holy crap. Restart. I need to watch that again. Oh, it's good! It's pretty damn good. The only thing is, what is this thing's actual speed? 36? No, speed is 76. It's doing the whole thing in 1 second. So the timer for this one should actually only be a delay of 1. Other than that, save, compile. Fuck, that is so good! Guys, you have no idea how happy I am with that. That actually... Nah, I gotta do it again. I'm super pleased with this. Oh, I have 2 interesting doors now, Pyro. So here's this one, which is super simple, but it looks neat. And then... Oh, fuck, that is good. Those are even good sounds for it. Oh, man. That is pretty great. And then I have this door that's kind of interesting because it's puzzle. Taking too long. Yeah. Oh man, that is so good. Yeah. Fuck, that's great. Oh man. So good. Alright, anyway, that is actually going to do it for this stream because it is midnight. It was kind of a long day today, and I have to be at work tomorrow because I don't stream for a living. I have a day job. I don't like it. God, I wish I could just map all day. Oh man, that'd be awesome. I might actually do that on Saturday. That'd be fun. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Anyway, I probably won't do an all-day stream. I don't have the stream stamina for that. But I will probably stream Saturday night. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. Tons of fun. Always tons of fun, actually. Super good time tonight. This was really successful. I enjoyed this. This was good. So if you like to see more mapping, because I do plan on streaming more mapping, even if not long-ass 24-hour sessions, I plan on streaming more mapping. I plan on streaming more of Quake. I might actually do like community levels so you guys can see how much I suck. I also have... There's going to be some Destiny, of course. Some PSO, if I ever get back to it, and Warframe, if I ever get back to that as well. I have a lot of interests at this point that I want to stream. But that is going to do it for this stream. You can always hit me up with a follow somewhere above this stream. I know it's up there somewhere. You can always hit me up with a follow. There is also Twitter if you want to get notified. That's linked down below, and also down below you'll find my YouTube where I always upload archives, as well as my Discord in case you don't want to get, what is it? In case you don't want to sign up for Twitter, you can also join my Discord, as one of the viewers tonight did, and was actually talking to me over there. I have it up on my second monitor. I was able to keep up with that. Anyway, thank you guys again so much for joining. Tons of fun, as always. I will quite possibly see you tomorrow. And, have a great night.